Hello and welcome to Keep On Mining Worlds. This is a game that I actually just bought. Yeah, I bought this on sale because I was like, yes, I love this. I love this. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's an incremental game. It's all about, making your numbers go up. If you want to check it out, there is a link in the description, by the way. And indeed, let us play. And this is going to be a little bit overwhelming for you because I'm actually in the middle of a game, or should we say in the middle of a run. And as far as I'm aware, there are not multiple save slots or anything like that. So basically, I just wanted to show you a bit more advanced area because otherwise I'm going to have to go through all of the early game, and maybe that's not so exciting. So anyway, basically, this game is all about mining, as you might expect. And it's all about increasing everything that you have, being able to mine more and more things, being able to increase your pickaxes and stuff like that. And as you can see, there are huge amounts of different pickaxes available that I haven't yet unlocked. You need gems, various gemstones, to be able to upgrade these. There's also a marketplace, and you can actually convert ore into coins. You can see here, ores to coins crafting 3%. So every 3% of my ores gets converted into coins. So it can be very useful because you can then buy damage potions, for example, or you can also level those up as well, so you can actually make them better. Same thing with the worlds as well. Every single time you get experience, you will level up or try to level up, and once you level up, you're going to gain these things right here. Basically, what are they actually called? I don't even know what they're called right now, but basically they're like spell books or something, and basically it allows you to unlock additional worlds. So you start on this world, which is just a grass field, and it has a max rock spawn. And you can see the HP of the rocks. Same thing with the desert, and it increases your multiplier, right? So they have different statistics, and this is your skill tree. You start off with this node right here at 0 or 5, and as you progress and as you get more and more ore, you will be able to expand outward, and then you will eventually gain significant amounts of, well, basically everything, loads of stuff. And then there are artifacts. Artifacts you will be able to discover throughout your time doing mining, and well, I have most of the common ones, and I only have one of the rare ones. And they all do different things. They all do different little passives that can help you out quite significantly. So, otherwise, apart from that, there is a way for you to get talent cards. As you can see right here, I actually have some talent cards that I can upgrade. So, for example, if I want to upgrade this, I need to get upgrade talents. So, for example, these books right here, I need to get those for me to be able to upgrade things. Otherwise, there is a percentage chance for a Molotov to be spawned every single time we mine, which is a 0.6% chance, and that will do additional damage in the area. So let's do it. Let's actually get into the game so I can actually show you what it's all about. So we're on the frozen world right now, and as you can see, we have a relatively large area that we're currently mining, but I haven't been able to really increase that. As you can see, we also have a wonderful laser beam that comes down from the sky, and basically what that does, that has a 6% chance to come down from the sky. And what that does is it transforms ore into full ore. So in other words, it's not just a partial ore inside the rock or anything like that. It's actually a full ore, and that's it. There you go. That was a round. That was a round of mining. And you can keep on mining if you want to do that, or you can go and upgrade. The timer in the top right can be increased. So at the moment I have 26 seconds, which is pretty decent, I feel, but obviously you can increase that even further once you get even more advanced in the game. And I'm going to try to get gems right now, because gems will increase my pickaxe. And I'm going to try to do that as best as I can. And there are certain environmental things that you can interact with in the game as well. So for example, these ice blocks that you see appearing, they actually explode when you mine them, and they shoot out a bunch of damage in and around the area, which now then obviously mines additional things for you. So it's really very, very useful to do that. As you can see, massive amounts of damage coming in there, and I'm hopeful that the laser will actually come down again. Unfortunately, we do get a little bit unlucky with that. As you can see, I did just level up. You gain experience every single time you mine stuff. So the more that you mine, the more that you gain experience. And the more that you gain experience, the more skill books you get, the more worlds you can unlock, the more upgrades you can get, the more talent cards you can upgrade, all that wonderful stuff. And as you can see, I actually found an artifact. Very nice. A gold rune artifact, no less. So that's very nice. We also gained a skill point and a mastery point as well. Mastery point can, as I said, be used to upgrade your skill cards. And the skill card upgrades can be very, very lucrative. Like, for example, one of them at the moment allows me a 6% chance to critically hit with my mining. And that can make a pretty big difference. That can make a pretty big difference because otherwise it does take quite some time to actually mine things. So yeah, it's pretty nice to kind of focus on that a little bit. Oh, as you can see, there's the laser coming down. A little bit unfortunate placement right there, but that's okay. Now we can upgrade. We can upgrade at any time after a run. And you can see here, we now have the ability to increase the total amount of rocks spawned. We can increase sulfur chunks. We can improve our Molotovs even further. I think I'm probably going to take that. Going to upgrade that a whole bunch. Going to upgrade this. And then we can also do that. This is going to require, as you could see, 100,000. Yes, 100,000 gold or whatever it is. I think it is gold. Yes, it is gold rocks. And you can increase that as well if you so desire. But yeah, instantly gain 1 mastery point. So we could do that too. Now you can go to Worlds and you can see here that I actually have a talent point to spend. So what we could do is, for example, I could upgrade the ore beam, and this gives me an 8% chance instead of a 6% chance. Every second we have a 6% chance for the beam to appear. Now, for me personally, I think what I want to do is I want to upgrade critical hits. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend the mastery point on that. And yeah, they will give you, at certain points in the game, they will give you the ability to unlock additional talent cards. I believe that happens every single time you unlock a new world. So for example, if I get another 4 levels, I'll be able to unlock this world right here, and then that's gonna give me the opportunity to do some pretty crazy stuff. So the gold rune that we just got, as you see here, it spawns 1 rock for every 10 rocks mined. It has a 0.0099% spawn chance to actually get this, as in to actually get the gold rune. So we were pretty lucky to get that. Obviously it's rare. I don't have any epics or legendaries yet either, which is pretty crazy. So hopefully we'll get pretty lucky with that as we go on. And you can see here that we don't currently have the ability to make the next pickaxe, but that's okay actually, because the really cool thing about what they've done with this progression system is that it actually allows you to pretty much upgrade with impunity. You don't really need to worry about these gems being used, because most of the time you don't actually have the same gem to upgrade each individual pickaxe. So for example, if I wanted to upgrade the ironclad, this is going to require rubies. If I wanted to upgrade the silver bite, it will require rubies as well. But then, wait a minute. Let me actually just see here. There. And then this is going to require quartz. This will require quartz. And then I assume the next pickaxe that we can unlock is going to require a completely different gemstone. Probably amethysts, I assume. And so once that is unlocked, which it will be once we have a little bit more sulfur, I need 1400 sulfur, we'll then be able to get that additional pickaxe. And that additional pickaxe is just generally going to be a straight up upgrade. It's going to be very, very useful for us. So let's try to get some more sulfur, shall we? Not sure if we're going to be able to, but I'll try my best. Let's see if we can maybe get the laser beam. We're getting, I mean, it's a 6% chance every single second that we are in the game. Unfortunately, we're getting pretty unlucky with it right now. But, oh well, never mind. That's okay. We don't really need to worry. Ah, there we go. We found another artifact. That's pretty nice. And how much sulfur did I actually get from this? Yeah, not that much, unfortunately. Now, every single ore you get, I believe you need 3 ore for 1 bar. I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me on it. But yeah, basically, if you get a significant amount of ore, you're not going to get that number in bars, because obviously as it goes ore smelted down, it's most likely going to be that you will need more ore for, you know, for each bar, basically. So yeah, you need to make sure you mine as much as possible. So as you can see, there you go. I actually have a significant amount of sulfur now. I'm going to do one more round before we go anywhere else, because I just want to make sure that we have enough sulfur before we do anything. I just want to make sure we're going to be okay with that. Let's do some of this. Significant amount from here. Nice, nice, nice. Good laser beams. Good laser beams. Like it. Let's try to interact with the level specific mechanic, which are, you know, obviously the ice blocks here. And there we go. Nice. Okay, so let's go and upgrade. We're going to be able to get this really, really crazy cool thing here. Electricity anomaly, every second chance to spawn an electricity anomaly, which is a 7% chance the anomaly deals damage 3 times, 0.6 times your pickaxe damage each time. So there are some pretty unique effects that you can get. You can also increase the value of ores, as you can see right there as well. I will probably be going for that. I'd love to be able to increase my experience here quite dramatically. Okay, so this is going to be hilarious. Okay, I guess I'm going to go for artifact finder. Destroy a random rock every 2 seconds. That could be kind of useful. Oh, dearie me. Okay, I think I'm gonna oh dear. There's so many good upgrades. I'm gonna go for this, because I want to get the electricity anomaly. And when electricity anomaly spawns, 15% chance to spawn 2? Ooh, that sounds pretty fun. Let's do that. What else do we have here? Increase the size. Okay, I don't have enough of that. We could do this, do that. I want to increase... Yeah, I want to get more sulfur. So let's try to get full sulfur rocks right there. Try to get more of these, I guess. And then we can keep on mining if we want to do that. I'm going to keep on mining until we get about 1200 sulfur or something like that. I think we need 1200 sulfur. And then once we get 1200, I'll be able to... I think it's 1400 maybe? I don't know. But once we get that... I'll be able to get a new pickaxe, and then that new pickaxe will do fantastically for us, and then we'll be in an even better position than we were beforehand. It's going to be great. Alright, so I have enough to unlock and indeed craft the next pickaxe. We don't know what it's going to be. There it is. It is the Sulfuron. Every 20 mined gem will be worth ×2. Okay, that actually seems pretty nice, but obviously, as you can tell from the damage, a level 6 Bright Forge, a level 1 Sulfuron. The level 1 Sulfuron is just so much better in regards to its damage. So we are going to be using that. I do have this perk from one of my skill cards that allows me to have 2 bonuses or 2 buffs from 2 specific pickaxes. And at the moment I have the increase the ore value multiplier by 0.2 and I have a spawner rock every 1.6 seconds. We can go for something different, like for example every 20 mined gem will be worth ×2. I don't particularly think that's that good. So I think what we'll do is spawn a rock every 1.6 seconds. I think we can probably change that. Let's go with this one. Let's go with the 1.5% increased chance for mined ores, gems, and experience to be doubled. That's probably going to be really, really useful. So we are now going to equip this. We're going to have these two bonuses. We're going to equip the Sulfuron, and we're also going to be upgrading it a significant amount because we have the ability to do so. I have loads of amethysts, so might as well. And then you also have the mines. I actually didn't show you this. So the mines, they are a passive way of gaining resources. So you could see here every 18 seconds or so, I'm going to be getting some gold bars. I'm going to get 5 gold bars, which is not really that much at all, but it is passive. Actually, wait a minute. It's not 5, right? Mine count 5? I don't know. It's not 5. We're getting a lot more than that. Wait a minute. 3,524. Let's actually see how much we get. We get... Ooh, we get 140 actually. We get 140 bars. That's much better than I anticipated. Okay, yeah, so as you can see, we obviously gain stuff from that. And you can increase this as well, as you could see right there. I can increase the gems mined. I can increase the experience that I get as well. I'm thinking we're probably going to increase the speed of this. Let's increase this as well. There we go, we're going to get a significant amount from that. Let's increase the speed of this too. And there we have it. And now we can continue onward. And we can continue trying to get artifacts as well. I did just unlock some pretty cool stuff. So let's keep on mining. I have a new pickaxe now. This pickaxe is going to be... Whoa, yeah, it's actually a lot larger, I think. It's actually a lot larger. The area that I'm able to mine is a lot bigger. I found all common artifacts now, according to that achievement that just popped up. So that's pretty nice. That means we can start to hopefully find some epics and legendaries and things like that. I have no idea whether we're going to be able to, but hopefully. And wow, we actually almost cleared the entire board. That's never happened to me before. All right, that's pretty nice. There you go. Look at that. That was a new best amount of rocks that we mined as well. And we also got a skill point. Obviously, the more skill points we can get, the next level we're going to be able to unlock then, which is going to be even better. Let's just try and get all of this. There we go. This is just so incredibly satisfying. It's one of those games. That's the reason why generally I saw this on the Steam store page and I was like, yes, you know what? I will buy it. I will buy it and we will do some fun stuff here. And I wasn't even planning on actually making a video on it, but it was just so fun that I thought, hey, you know what? Maybe you want to know. Maybe you want to know about it. You know, maybe you want to see some stuff about it. Because if you're into incrementals like I am, then yeah. Because the funny thing is you can do incrementals in one of two ways. Well, basically, one way is really, really fun and satisfying, and the other way is extremely annoying and frustrating. So there's really no in between, I feel. So maybe that's just me, but this game definitely does do it right, and I very much appreciate that because it is just so fun. I'm gonna continue just mining a little bit here, and then we're gonna see if I can maybe unlock the next world. I'd like to experience the next world with you if at all possible. If not, then I guess we'll just get a bunch of skill point upgrades and we'll see what we can do about advancing our skill tree. Oh, I actually just found an artifact. I actually wonder if that's a rare one, or it probably is a rare one. It's probably a blue one, right? It's probably not going to be a legendary or something, right? Nah, it's a rare one. So yeah, we did get one, so that's pretty nice. They're automatically enabled, by the way, so I don't think I need to equip them or anything. Alright, so I have now just taken these upgrades right here. So we got a massive, I think it's like 1700% increase in the amount of ore value, and I also have a total chance to receive double ore experience and gems increased by, I think, 3% or something like that. So yeah, we got some crazy cool stuff there. I do have the ability to get another mastery point if we want to do that. It's not going to be that expensive, which is actually quite nice. Maybe we do want to do that. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? And let's see what else we have here. More ore. Increase the spawn chance of the first 4 chunks and full material rocks by 6% of their current chance. That could be kind of useful. Destroy a random rock every 2 seconds. We could try to do that, or we could just go for increased experience. Maybe increased experience is the way to go here. Spawn 1 rock every 1.1 seconds. That might be kind of useful too. And we can also get more experience from mined rocks. Let's try to get more experience from mined rocks. Spawn a rock. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Chance to spawn a rock when a rock is mined. We could try to increase that as well if we wanted to, but I don't think that's particularly necessary right now. I think destroy a random rock every 2 seconds. I think that sounds kind of good, actually. So let's try to... peridot gems. Okay, yeah, we're probably going to do that. Yep, there we go. Let's do that. And then we also have gem value. Okay, that's going to be useful. All right, yeah. So what we'll do is we'll do a random rock destroyed, and then we'll do some of this for more experience, because more experience equals, yes, you guessed it, more mastery points and being able to unlock the worlds as well. So as you can see, we can now get some pretty cool stuff. So what we will do, shared buffs. What does this do? What do I have? Okay, I see. That's what happens. Okay, so I get 3 bonuses then. And that's 8% chance. I don't really like that. I actually would like to increase my critical hits. I think that sounds really, really good. So I'm actually going to increase that once again. We have 2 more points to spend potentially. And yeah, so this is going to be really nice. We got 0.4 times ore multiplier plus now, which is really, really good. And let's take a look here. Okay, so I don't actually currently have this unlocked, so I'm not going to be able to get the next pickaxe for quite some time, which is okay. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue increasing the sulfur on as much as I possibly can. Do I have anything else that I can spend here? Total rocks spawned. I think I'll probably go for this at least a little bit. Do I have anything else that I can spend? No, not really. I guess I could go for that. Why not? Okay, let's just try to get that maxed out as best as I can. But yeah, now we're going to be getting a load more experience, and we're also going to be getting the green gems, which is obviously very nice because that is going to upgrade the next pickaxe. So I want to try to prioritize getting those as best as I can, because the more that I can stockpile before we get our hands on that pickaxe, the better that pickaxe is going to be as and when we unlock it. Obviously, it's going to take me quite some time to do that because we need to get that new ore. We need to get a new ore type. I don't know what it's going to be because obviously we're going to need to do a whole bunch here. But as you can see, look at this. Look at how much experience we're gaining now. I'm getting 18,000 experience instead of 6,000, I believe it was beforehand. So yeah, we are absolutely cooking with gas now. So let's see. Let's just see if I can maybe do a little bit more here. I'd like to try and see if I can maybe, just maybe unlock the next ore type. That would be pretty fantastic. I have no idea, by the way, how many levels there actually are in this, but this is definitely a very relaxing game as well. Surprisingly enough, I mean, obviously it's got that wonderful lo-fi music in the background as well. Obviously, I have the lo-fi setting turned on right now because I believe the other music might be copyrighted, so that's the reason, because there is a streamer mode. And, well, while I am not a streamer, I am a creator, content creator, whatever. And so it really makes it's nice. It's a nice music selection, in my opinion, despite the fact that obviously it is the streamer mode. Usually streamer mode just turns off the music, but I'm actually very appreciative of the fact that it is very relaxing. It's so relaxing, the music in the background right now. Should I just shut up so you can actually listen to it? Maybe, but there's so many sound effects. I don't know. I guess I'll just shut up and so you can hear the game in general. And there you go. So there's a little bit of the soundtrack, I guess you could call it, and it's nice. I like it. Okay, so wait, 42,500. Oh, this is pretty nice. I like that. And aha, obsidian rocks are the next thing that we're going to be getting. So I'm just going to try to increase our sulfur gain as much as possible because that's going to be the next thing that we really need. I can increase the electricity anomaly size as well. And I think that's all I can do. We can actually zoom out here, as you can see. I think the tree is going to be massive at the end, because look at this. I can literally move it around however we like. And indeed, the mines, I don't really think there's anything for me to really do here. We could also get some of this stuff too. I mean, I've got a bunch of rubies, so generally if I increase the damage potion, for example, that's probably going to be quite nice. Yeah, you know what? Let's actually do that. Increase mining time. We could also do that too. Look at that. We can increase mining time by 1.5 seconds. We can even auto-use stuff. So if we want to, we can actually auto-use everything, which could be kind of nice. I think I'll just increase the damage potion. Let's try to get massive amounts of damage. There we go. And let's try to purchase a bunch of these. And then I can literally... Can I use auto-use? How do I do that? 1 million coins? I need 1 million coins? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that's kind of insane. But, yeah, that definitely makes sense. Okay, so let's actually do this. Let's purchase some of these as well, and then we can use them. There you go. We're just going to apply that. And now this is going to be even better. We're going to be doing even more damage. And we're going to be getting even more ore. And, yeah, we're now destroying things in 2 hits instead of 3 hits, which really makes a huge difference to the overall efficiency and the overall satisfaction that one gets from completely clearing huge swathes of the field. And yeah, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. If you haven't already, there is obviously a link in the description. And generally, I'm not entirely sure how much I should really show you, because this is basically the game, you know. But I'm just I get carried away with these kinds of things because it's just so fun to continue and see how far you can get and how much you can actually destroy of the field really, really fast. And I like that. I mean, you can see the amount of experience we're gaining as well. Every single time we mine a huge section, it just goes zooming up. It's really, really fun to see that. Should probably try to increase the time limit a little bit here as well. I'm getting 26,000 experience now. That's kind of insane. Alright, so we have a massive amount to do here. I can unlock obsidian rocks, so that's exactly what we'll do. And then we just need to mine those obsidian rocks and get a huge amount of them. And then we can use them to upgrade things. Ah, increase the value of ores. Yes, nice. That is a significant increase there. And we can also increase the value of ores here once again by another 300%. Let's do that. Increase the speed of all mines by 5%. That actually might be relatively useful. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. We can also increase the chances for an electricity anomaly to spawn too, which I think is pretty nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, why not? Why not? And now we have the ability to purchase the new world. We got Street Corner, and then we can choose 2 additional talent cards. So we have a Beam of Destruction here. Every second, a Beam of Destruction has a 4% chance to spawn. The beam is big, moves across the screen, and insta-mines all rocks. That sounds insane. Wow, we could get Mjolnir as well. Every second, a big hammer has a 4% chance to spawn. The hammer smashes rocks in a wide area, spawning lightning beams. The hammer and beams insta-mines rocks. And then you could also get big rocks. Rocks have 1.5% chance to double in size. Big rocks have 2.5 times the health, but drop 4 times the amount of ores, experience, and gems. Or we could get this. For every crafted pickaxe, increase the ore value multiplier by this. Yes. This is pretty insane. I don't really know. I think Beam of Destruction and Mjolnir would be absolutely insane. So I'm actually going to take both of those. I don't think this is going to be particularly good because a 4% chance is not really that much. That means there's a 96% chance that they don't spawn, but it is every single second. So maybe it's going to be cool, right? Is it going to be cool? Maybe it's going to suck. I don't know. As you can see, there are a significant amount of worlds to unlock as well, as you see right here. Look at this. All the way over there. I don't even know how many there are. Probably like, what, 10? Something like that? Anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty ready to go in here. So let's see. I need 6,500 obsidian to create the next pickaxe. So that's going to be a pretty significant investment. But hopefully it's going to be okay. I mean, we've got these new upgrades now. Let's see how it goes. I'm doubting it's going to go well, but let's have a look. Because we've got the Beam of Destruction, of course. I hope the Beam of Destruction actually spawns more than just, you know, whatever the 4% chance or whatever it is. The fireworks boxes are okay. They don't seem particularly amazing, but they're all right. Yeah, as you can see, the Beam of Destruction and Mjolnir didn't even come in. They didn't even activate once. So hopefully we're going to get something a little bit... Yeah, that's kind of also the reason why I was... Oh, there's the Beam of Destruction. Okay. Oh, it actually... Yeah, okay, fine. It's actually not too bad. It didn't really mind too much. But yeah, there's Mjolnir coming in, and there's the Beam of Destruction once again. It's actually okay. I wouldn't say it's amazing or anything like that, so I would definitely... I don't know. Caution you not... Maybe not to take it. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, as you can see, we... didn't really even mine as much as we did beforehand. Our record is still not very good, but I don't know. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's going to be better than we think eventually. But there's Mjolnir coming in. I mean, I think Mjolnir actually looks much better, but it seems to only attack the same area. Is that true? I'm kind of hoping that it's not only going to attack the same area, because if it attacks the same area every single time, it's probably not going to be that useful. Yeah, no, it does attack different areas. Okay, well, that's good at least. Okay. Yeah, well, maybe it is a little bit disappointing. I don't know, maybe it's a little bit. Anyway, let's have a look and see what we can do here. More ore, thank you very much. More ore value, that's what we want. Increase the speed of all mines if we wanted to do that, or we could do this. Increase the value of all ores by another 300%. I think we'll do that. Let's increase that as well to the maximum. What do we get here? Increase the spawn chance of the first 2 gems by 8% of their current chance. Sure, why not? Because now we can get this. Look at that. We're going to need 350,000 of this particular thing, though, whatever it is. I have no idea what that ore is going to be, but I guess we're going to see. And we're going to increase... well, we're going to get one of these at least. Sphene gems. Okay, I have no idea what those are. Increase the spawn chance of the 4 gems. Yeah, that's fine. And we can also increase this. We can finally get the 37% chance, so we now have electricity anomalies spawning all over the place. And we also need 22,000 obsidian ore to be able to unlock big bombs. That's basically just another thing that can spawn every so often. So, yeah, gonna be very, very interesting to see how that goes. And, again, yeah, hopefully we'll do okay. Yeah, nice. Mjolnir coming in at the very beginning. That's really, really useful. Maybe we can do... Yep, there we go. Nice. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, the beam of destruction doesn't seem to be coming in that much. Mjolnir's come in twice already. Yeah, not sure. Not sure. Yeah, no, there it is. There it is. It doesn't seem to really go in the direction that you want it to go in, but I guess we did get a pretty significant amount of experience right there, so I guess that's kind of nice. But, yeah. Well, we'll see, I guess. I mean, every single time we level up, we do gain that mastery point, so I could potentially spec into Mjolnir or the Beam of Destruction if we want to increase them, if we want to get a better, should we say, a better spawn chance. But I'm not seeing that much obsidian being spawned right now because we need to spec into that a lot more. They are a lot more difficult to actually break as well. Ah, there we go. We got another artifact. Very nice. Okay, so we did get a mastery point. Let's see. What happens? 5% instead of 4%? Really? Wow, that is really very, very little. Okay. Not a terribly big fan of that, so I'm gonna... oh no, I shouldn't continue increasing that. That's only a 1% increase. That's really bad, actually. Okay, you know what? Let's go with Mjolnir. Let's get that, a 1% increase. Ugh, 1% is so little. I'm not a big fan of that, but oh well, never mind. Let's try to increase the experience that we get from here. Increase the chance that obsidian will spawn in full rocks. Why not? And let's increase the value of all ores. There we go. Let's try to get all of that. There we are. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, so that's working very, very nicely here. And I believe that's probably going to be it for this episode. Because otherwise I'm going to get... Well, I'm going to get even more carried away than I already have. Yes. The Beam of Destruction is actually spawning huge amounts now. I guess it is just, you know, gamble. It's just a total gamble. Look at Mjolnir. It's coming in multiple times. That is hilarious. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, we're basically done now. And that is going to be it for this episode. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. I thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you next time.